that, boy? What you looking at? Got two TVs of my own. I don't need the glass. Hold up, no sir. Step into the mic, bring me closer. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. The swole up. Anytime I pull up the bars, I buck up my shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm of my hand. Also, rights rigid and bodies get numb every time I demonstrate the main rule of.
Boom, 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 baby. That's right. That's right. It's Monday night. And your boy looking so tight. I shake myself up today. My wife hit me out. But anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the greatest podcast in the land. Because when it comes down to BFAM 109.6, I am the king of Monday night. And being the king of Monday night, let me take a chance to introduce myself. The notorious one, the biggest one. Your mama like him and all that, not to mention the handsome one. And don't you ever forget that I am still your gal's junior heavyweight champion, TKO. And you are here at the Knockout Hour. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This show is sponsored by Monster Energy Drink, by the way. Go ahead and let you know that Monster Energy Drink is the proud sponsor of Icon. Not Icon, my bad. The Knockout Hour. And I'll make sure I give a better shout out to them later. And Amanda, I see we got our crazy Knockette in the building tonight. What's up, baby? How you doing? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Compliments to the chef, my wife. I got to get this tight next. I'm cool on that, all right? I was like, let me get the sides, and I'm good on that for right now, all right? I'm going to mess this around a little bit. However, thank you. I'm glad that you joined in because we got an exciting night here because you're not also the only lady on this show this evening. You're not. We brought the one and only, the bad intentions herself, Kiki Jones. She is joining us again. And I'm pretty sure, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to enjoy this. Oh, yeah, she's back. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Say what's up to everybody.
What it do, everybody? Bad intentions in the building.
Absolutely. We wouldn't have it any other way. You got the notorious one. You got the bad intentions over here. Well, we about to have an exciting night. So, ladies and gentlemen, on this show, this right here is a combat sports show where we like to discuss MMA, boxing, and of course, wrestling. Because me and Kike here, we're both independent wrestlers right now, out here doing our thing, tearing up on the roads, getting a match everywhere we can. And at this current moment in time, I know Kiki has been, since the last time we left, has been having a lot more matches, gaining experience, so we're going to get into that because, hey, we miss her. And I'm glad that she's back here. Oh, TKO here. I ain't been doing much of nothing. I ain't been doing no wrestling. However, got a lot of stuff going on. I've been chilling lately. I'm getting old.
Hey,
But,
it happens.
no, I'm going to be bluntly honest. I don't care. Like, we got
Say, I don't care.
we got 350,000 of them things out here. Oh, let's stop for a second. Oh, okay. This is Craig. That Kiki. Hey, what's up, Craig? My man, what's happening? See, so let's give a big shout out first and foremost to the United States 86th Airlift Wing. That's right. They're sitting here representing, showing up for your boy and your girl here on the Knockout Hour as they do every single week. And normally it will be Brian is the main one that will be on the show, pretty much letting us know what's going on his side of the land. And tonight, Craig is stepping in for us. Craig stepped in before, and he also stepped on Brian last week because 2 weeks ago. So they got a little competition on their base, and they have a championship. And sadly,
Gotcha.
Brian had to go against Craig. Right. Thing about Craig is apparently Craig's 6'6", 275 pounds of romping, stomping destruction. My man flying
Okay.
Brian. I know, right? That's what I said. Good God Almighty, you got people like that big in the Air Force. But and then you got Flying Brian. Flying Brian is a very slender 5'8", maybe about $125. But also he has something that Craig don't have. This man's a pilot.
Oh.
So I encourage Brian. He got a little he got a little worried when they got down to they matched him up against Craig in the first round, right? So I was like,
Okay.
"Bro, you got this." I gave him some great inspirational motivation as we would, being in our business. But let's get into what Craig has to say. So Craig said he is standing in for your boy tonight. He is on a mission. We have 19 people here, and I brought the belt. That's right. So first and foremost, thank you. Thank you to the servicemen and women over there serving our country. We thank you guys so much that you tune in every single week when y'all got so many more responsibilities that's bigger than me. But you with the biggest podcast in the land. That's why you're here. So we want to thank you for staying there for Brian, as well as the rest of you crazy 19 crazy knockouts and knockouts in the building tonight. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you, as well as saying that we got to give a big shout out to the champion, Craig. That's right. Craig's the champ. So it said right here too, said Brian wasn't much. This guy earning gave me a run, but I retained. You had to be big to boss these little pilots around. I feel you, Craig. I feel you. Hey, much shout out to you, man. We're gonna get. Hey, by the way, send a picture to my email at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Send that picture to us, man. I'd love to share that on the social medias. Give y'all a big shout out, as well as right there. Send us some pictures. We want to give y'all guys a shout out and let everybody know that you crazy knockouts and knockouts join us every single week, so everybody know where to come in and be able to show you guys some love and support for all you guys do for us. So there's the email. Go ahead and send me some pictures and stuff, man, and we'll sit there and be able to, like I said, put y'all out there, let people see who you are, and show up that championship. But since we ain't had Kiki here in a long time, Kiki, so you've been out there putting in some miles out there. How's it been going? Like, how's it?
Yes, I have. Um, Definitely booked for more. So basically, it's starting to pick up as far as with the bookings. Um, I also know I also need to get training in, and so that's kind of where my experience right now is. And we can talk about that a little bit more, behind the scenes as well, because I have some questions on that. Is like, how do you balance? Obviously, you want to work because that's one way to gain your experience, but there's always room for improvement, and I know that. So with my situation, it's like, how do I balance? Yeah, I want to work to get the exposure and get the experience, but I also need to train. Training doesn't stop just when you've been training, and then you debut. Like it
Mhm.
never stops. You're always learning. So yes, been having fun with all the different shows and excited for the future dates that I am booked for. But I'm trying to figure out, well, I still need to train though.
Mhm.
So how do I balance that out with, also being booked? It's one of those things, like I said, we'll discuss a little bit more, at behind the scenes, like how do you balance that out? Because that's definitely something I wanted to ask vets like yourself. How do you do that?
And I'm glad. See, that's the most beautiful thing right there in wrestling is someone that's hungry to get better. Because you said everything that a wrestler should be doing is taking that time to know that even though I'm sitting here making these shows, I still had to master my craft. And like you said, there's nothing that in this business you cannot work hard to get towards. Like, let's say, for instance, I know some people, a lot of people can't do a drop kick. So if you wrestling right now, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But go to training. Make sure you get in there. Get that ring time. Because I'm a person. If I get in training, I'll be in there about 3 or 4 hours. Like I just get lost because like I do. There's no clock in the building. So
Right.
if you ever go into a wrestling buildings, guys and ladies, there's no actual clock. I think y'all, and I'm glad it isn't. I mean, me personally, if I had a building right now, I'll never have a clock in my building. Because when you're creating something that you're passionate about, time means no bounds. You wouldn't even think about time. You would actually be sitting there like, dang, I went 4 hours. It felt like an hour. It felt like I didn't even do nothing. That's how it is. But we definitely will talk about that because I'm glad to hear that. As well as we're going to talk more about some of the shows you've done lately too, because I know that you had some good matches with some good vets. I've seen that. So we can talk about that a little bit too.
Right. Right.
Wrestling part, let's be honest. The WWE part's not going to be too long winded tonight. I'm going to be honest.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
I can see where we're going, guys. I can see the destination. It's always a journey. We get it. But the investment from week to week is the problem. I think
Mm,
that's the biggest problem. It's like we're there in this business. I think we're kind of doing the problem of we're trying to meet the fans where they are instead of them learning to meet us where we are. You know,
mm, mm.
like all right, good example. It's a lot of ways you can heat up food. You can put food in the microwave. You can put it in the oven. Now we all know you put it in the microwave, it's gonna cook that inside quicker than a hiccup. It's gonna make sure the inside is cinched, and then the outside is the last part to be heated, rather than the oven outside in. It takes
Right.
time, the marination, the caramelization. It takes time, and so I think the problem with sometimes trying to develop a full course meal is really hard. Where you've been giving us a bunch of microwave meals along the way.
Mm. TV dinners and stuff.
Yeah, you got to give me a sweet dessert. Sometimes I could be like, dang, that really made me feel good on the inside. And they do that from time to time. Let's be realistic, they do.
Right.
But you're right. But the thing is, I think the fans they want the microwave. They want it hot, fast, right now. They don't want to sit there and
They want
wait.
that fast food treatment. Yeah.
And I think where now, as most wrestling companies are doing is trying to keep up with that, and I think that's creating a problem because you also it's so many levels. It is, but we will find balance and solace in it all. Because like with Icon, we got a lot of work to do, and that's one part of it is realizing that over the course of time, you're going to be as a fan learn to first and foremost understand who are the wrestlers of this company, right? Because it's easy to
Right.
say we can go out and go spend thousands of dollars or whatever to go get the ex WWE wrestlers or your TNA guys and ladies. But what about the ones that deserve it the most? You know,
Mm.
the ones that, when I say deserve it the most, meaning to say that they're the ones that deserve it the most because they've been putting in the work for that next opportunity. And
Right.
sometimes gets overpassed, and it's okay. It is okay. Talent sometimes gets overpassed. But however, when you allow us to cook and work and marinate that full course meal for you, like we're gonna do at Icon, you're gonna understand all the notes and every single fine thing that was in that food, every little seasonings that make that the reason why you enjoy it the most. And that's what we're gonna make sure of. Because Icon Pro, we're in the second chapter of the Quest for Gold. We're going to crown our first ever Icon Pro heavyweight champion on November the 14th at Cummins High School. But right here on August the 8th, it's going to be our first time here at the Cummins High School. We got one heck of a card for you, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, go ahead and get your tickets on iconpro.square.site. Right now, you can go ahead and click on the QR code or go to the website. Go ahead and get your tickets now. Front row $25, general admission 10. We also got a family discount package as well as a group discount. All you gotta do is just hit us up, and we're gonna make sure you're gonna enjoy your night. Again, 6 matches, 2 hours, a lot of action, fun, family friendly. What can you miss out on? Trust me, you're gonna love it. And
And some good wrestling. That's an entertaining show. Because it kind of just to hit back on what you were saying with the analogy with the WWE fans. Um, and just the bigger promotion fans with that, analogy of the microwave meal. Yeah, you can have your microwave meals all you want, but you can't expect four-course meal or five-star Michelin restaurant quality off of that microwaved meal. Like I
mhm,
can't microwave a Hungry Man TV dinner and expect it to taste like, some five-star Michelin restaurant quality food. It ain't
mhm,
gonna happen. It's the same type of thing. Cool, you can get what you want, and I get that. A part of it is about the fans, of course. But if you're always giving them what they want, per se, in the sense of like you said, that microwave meal,
mhm.
you're discrediting and taking away from the 5-star Michelin restaurant quality of talent that you have to work with. So
We're gonna see, guys. We're gonna see, and this right here is one thing that we do the most on this show. We show respect to the business because this is why we're in it. All right, like we grew up in one of the greatest wrestling periods of all time, and so for us, it's to say we carry the legacy of the past and yet trying to be innovative and creative with the new. So again, we're trying to meet you guys at a certain destination or point in any parts of what we do as wrestlers and performers and companies. But you guys have to realize we hear you, we know what you want, we're gonna give it to you, but let us cook a little bit. We got you. It's gonna taste just the way you want it. Just give us some time to let that season and marinate just a little bit for you. That's all we ask to do. And while you're doing that, again, I think with Icon and in independent wrestling, go to your local independent promotion nearby you. Go there, show support. $10 to see someone that is possibly going to be on TV within the next year or so. There's a lot of you out there that seen Javon Evans out here in Burlington tearing up the Carolinas. And then the next day he showed up on TV. We all felt like we won because we watched that kid grow up. We watched Javon grow up. Javon, me personally, Jay Malachi. But I watched that young man from he was 14 to where he is today. And it's not like just as wrestlers, but a community of fans got him there. And we all felt like we won. Jackson Drake's another one. That was Javon Evans' tag team partner back here when they first started out. They started out together. Jackson Drake, I love him to death too. Very good young kid. But that's because the people in this state right here went to their shows, they showed them love and they support. It's easy to say you watch the TV, you got the WWE, great. They're always going to be there. Don't worry about that. They on Netflix. You can go back and watch it again. Roll it back. But give
right.
that time in your local area to go find the closest wrestling promotion near you. Go support that man that spent all that money on his t-shirts and those promo pictures just to be able to get to the next town and support his family. Or that woman wrestler out here that sat there and gave everything she had. And she's still willing to sit there and get up, dust herself off, and get to the next show. She's taking pictures with your kids. They're being inspired. It was so many kids that looked up to Kiki Jones. That first match she had at Icon. They ready for her to come back because she's coming back. We gotta give her the date. But that's those things that we vicariously live through these characters, and I'm one of those today. And I'm still in all of this, right? I know Kiki is too. It's crazy. Like I just want you guys to know that when you go support wrestlers for all the stuff that the work and grind and everything that we deal with just to be at that show in front of you that night, we want to say thank you. We appreciate you. We love you. Because without you fans, we don't have no show. We're nothing. We're just a bunch of crazy
Right.
guys, you know?
Yeah. No, and the last thing to add on with that, like you said, to support independent wrestling and your local shows is I feel like at times, and this isn't no jab at the big leagues, but I feel like at times you might get some of the best wrestling entertainment for that $10 versus spending all that money to go see an AEW or a WWE event, and you're left not, you're left disappointed because you had a certain expectation, you spent a certain amount of money and didn't get what you were asking for. Whereas that $10 to go support your local show, you might see something you haven't seen in no AEW or WWE, and
Mm,
you're sitting here like, oh, that was awesome, and I got to sit here and watch all this for $10. That's just my mindset on it.
yes. Like just like you said, when I'm at my shows, you can like if you was at no, we're not talking down, okay, guys. You gotta imagine like this is the pillar of all. This the pinnacle. WWE, AEW, those organizations. Trust me, that's what I'm going to get Icon at. It's without question, right? But to say that, how many of you will buy a ticket and actually get to see the wrestler right there in your face. You can high five him. He's right there. Like he's here. TKO. Kike gave me a high five, or Kike looked at me mean in the ring. She gave me a mean look. I don't like her. Like, where else do you get that? You get that from supporting your local independent wrestling promotions. Because, again, ladies and gentlemen, we are there for you guys. We're giving y'all everything we have to take you away from what you got to deal with in your life, to spend 2 or 3 hours with us, to have a good time, enjoy yourselves. We'll see you at the next show. That's what we do, guys. We like to take you away from your norm, come to our world for a little bit of time, and then we see you when you come back. The door's always open. And just like this right here, because we got another track from from a good brother, that is, and he's leaving that door open because he's gonna kick that mother sucker down anyway. But we got Jamal Nash. We got another song from Jamal Nash tonight, and he says, and this song is called "We Bout That." So we bout that, and we'll be right back.
It's O5 and Big B Dog, baby. What up, homie? You already know. This for Southside AP. Chat Town, where you at? Grind hard, we bout that. Get money with that. Total blicks, we protect the fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Total fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that. Get off your ass, want S-Class. Ross got a few, bottom all new. Why you hating? Learn what he do. He legal hustling, you can too. OTHA, cold as flu. Professional, ask DJ Clue. Hop on any track, kangaroo. Spit like llama, shit be in a suit. Tools stay hands, stuck like glue. Trained by warriors, I respect Duke. U.S. Army, cock-a-doodle-doo. Just like roosters, loud and proud fool. Train soul snatchers, wanna debut? Heaven or hell, we bloodhound pursue. Lil' campfires, dancing with Bruce. Wild and Sue, scap your whole crew. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that. Grind hard, we bout that. Getting money, we bout that. Toting blicks, we bout that. Protect the fam, we bout that.
I always been 10 toes, get money tenfold. Lay it down by my kinfolk, my index finger getting cold. Trim him, hit him with a chili bowl. Fake niggas and you silly hoes, got the hate in you and you didn't know. Well, you the one we really did it for. One call from my nigga O, coming through like a Wu-Tang, dragging Cortex, boot shoe strange through the mud, hillside shoot rain. It's cold, hard, bleed, butane. My eyes flames in a few things. Yeah, old boy, been through things. Then people wonder why you changed. Been stacking up my loose change. Man, remember I ain't have a dime. I was breaking that back of the line, grind and paying and work up a mind. This ain't perfect time. Dedication fucking shine. Don't be celebrating before you climb. Don't be hesitating up your iron.
Hey, you know we about that. That right there, I like that track. That was fire right there. My man Jamal Nash with another track. This man's been burning it up on the Knockout Hour the past couple of weeks. And we appreciate you, Jamal Nash. He's a young and upcoming artist. So you ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all show him some love. Go to all his social media platforms. You can find him for any of the media and the music you've heard on these shows. Please check him out. Because that track right there with Jamal Nash with We Bout That. If you like it, love it, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, please make sure you go like, share, subscribe, put in a note right there from the Knockout Hour so he know that we showing him love too. Now, if you're an artist looking to have your track spun during this show, this right here, during this time, please hit up my email at iconprowrestling.tko@gmail.com. Simply the best when it comes down to playing your latest hip-hop and R&B young up-and-comers. We done had so many new artists on this show over the past year, and I love all the talent as well. Yeah, I know, right? I'm about that too. That was these. I know, right? I like that. I like that a lot. As well as, my bad, earlier, Craig did say something. We blew past it. And he said, I will see what I could do. And this is talking about the picture. He said they may be in their tighty whities. That thing's fun. Hey, I'm cool with it. Hey, what you think we doing? Right. I mean, being realistic. So my mama asked me that. Let's talk about that real quick before we talk about what happened in MMA. So my mom asked me this question. All right, because my mama's very in tune. She's behind the scenes with Icon. She asked that question. How do you hide the package? And so you guys and ladies out here, I bet that's probably one of the phenomenal questions y'all been wanting to know. All right. Because yeah, all right. So for you guys and ladies, when wrestlers wears trunks, males typically, can't speak for women, but I can speak for men. Because TKO is that guy. I always wear boxing trunks or something to cover up to my knees. Number one, I got skinny legs, so I just don't get down with wearing the trunks and tights. I know I want to know.
Amanda.
There we go. All right, man. I'm gonna tell you. All right. Typically, there's a lot of wrestlers out there that's when they wear trunks, they're not wearing underwear. It's just all them. It's all boy. You know what I mean? It's all the real. Even where
That
you
was Amanda.
yeah, like me. All right, good example, like me, right? Like I wear boxer briefs, but when I wrestle, I wear underwear, like drawers, which and then I would wear because inside of one of my trunks, she made the seam way too tight inside of the trunk. So when you see the boxing trunks, there's a layer of spandex inside of it too. So the layer of spandex in the crotch region, she got it really tight. It's one thing about my waistline, but the other part, yeah. So it's very uncomfortable because for me, I know where my department is at the time, so it kind of throws you off. So one time I wore a pair of gold trunks and I was playing Booker T for Halloween. This is the best show there, man. All right, I got a picture of this. This is hilarious. It's a match too. All right, for Halloween, I wanted to be Booker T and my wife be Queen Charmel. So I was like, I went on Amazon and ordered some gold basic trunks. Got the medium sized trunks. Again, I'm not that big leg wise. Got these trunks, and let's just say they was way too small. So I was committed and I wrestled in these things. And I had to maneuver them a certain way so it didn't give you everything in the department. So now I've learned a fine lesson on why people get custom made trunks. So let's just say I took one body slam and everything just moved the way it wanted to move and it settled. And so for the next 6 minutes, I felt so embarrassed that it never came out. But I mean, pretty much you got the whole you got the whole you got the whole idea of what's going on. And I felt so embarrassed, but I realized after that night I had a lot of new lady fans. So
We don't mind wardrobe malfunction.
trust me, those gold trunks to this day, I will sell those. I don't even care. If they're a video, I had to dig it up in the archives. There is a flash drive. I had to see if that match is in there. I'm not gonna lie. If it is, I will post it on my YouTube channel. By the way, if you are interested in buying those trunks, I will sell those trunks as well as the stuff that went with it. I'll make a deal up. Shoot, if you give me $350, I will sign those things and I will mail it to you with a picture from me. I will give you a package deal. You'll get the trunk, the TKO package. You want to spend $350 to buy it, get a one of a kind, one time used.
There's just a pun you added, package deal. Oh my goodness.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I will be honest, it's the spandex. So the material inside, there is a spandex inside of what you see. So the outside is one material, but on the inside it's spandex. And typically they will hem it up tighter than what you see on the outside, so you don't see it. So that's why you don't really see it. It's hemmed up a certain way that it gives it room so that on the outside it doesn't really appear as much as it should. That's what the magical trick is spandex. There you
That
go.
makes sense. That actually does make sense.
Now, I would say for the women, okay, I understand WWE has skin tone leggings. And
Yeah.
so ladies that wear their stuff kind of skimpy and cladly a little bit. Not saying it's any different than men. I would say, boy, some of these women are so borderline, it's ridiculous. And not to mention the cameramans in WWE and them are some pervs. This is the thing you learn on the knockout hour. Right. You know what I mean? Like, think about Hogan. Hogan wore a red thong. Yeah. Hogan wore a red thong under
Yeah,
his trunks. A lot of people didn't
it's
know.
believable. It's
Yep.
believable.
Yep. A lot of people didn't know. But no, honestly though, the ladies, I I know people, women, but I think honestly, get the camera at the ladies' crotches. Honestly, I'm getting about tired of that. I don't want to see a pin fall, and you could have moved this camera angle a million other ways, but somehow that camera found it right there. I'm like, yo, stop doing that. Like that's and WWE doing way better at that lately. I've been watching them. Like they did it for a while, and then now you start to see them kind of flipping the cameras. I'm like, probably because of old dirty man Vince. I don't know, but they were doing a lot of that lately.
Well, and I think it led to because when there would be the random, because unfortunately for men and women, there has been wardrobe malfunctions. A lot more so, I feel like, in recent time on the women's side, because like you said, and I get it, like you said, sex sells to a degree, so obviously, and the same, like you said, the same thing for men. That's why most men are wrestling in trunks and tights and got the, shirtless, because sex sells. Women want to see man, the muscles, and men want to see what they want to see. We get that. But to sit there and have camera angles, it's almost like they're hoping a wardrobe malfunction happens. And it's just like, even if it happens in that region of the body, that's not what they signed up for to have exposed, regardless of the wardrobe malfunction or not. That's not. Now we're, like you said, it's starting to get into a borderline of we're trying to film other things that have nothing to even do with the art of wrestling and the storytelling.
Correct. We get
So,
curves in it, and I'm like, I get it. You know, chill out, guys. Like that's perfect. Like, you know, we're
right,
trying
no.
to work. All right. Like if God knows, like if people ever think about this, take your shirt off and take your jeans off or whatever, and go outside and wear some drawers and see how you feel. It's not comfortable. It's you gotta love what you do in order to do the stuff we do in the ring. Honestly, because every single thing about you, from the moment you step out, somebody's talking about you. One way or the other. It's either good, bad, or indifferent. They are talking about you. I
Right.
was in a match. I had a dude in the arm wringer. So boom, I got him right here. And I can hear a man behind me say, "How do you have abs in your back?" And he was talking because sometimes when I flex, my body does look like I got abs in the back. I don't know why. Thank you guys for the physique. And I sat there, took my opponent, and turned him completely to the guy that was standing directly behind me in the ring. Looked right at him and winked, and he just started laughing because he had to think in his mind, how did TKO hear me when he wasn't facing me and all this noise going on, but I heard him plain as day over everybody else. So you guys got to imagine like the body ridicules we go through, the everything, our face down to our shoes, we always are talked about. So I just saying to
Right.
you guys, like imagine if you have a woman in your family, if you're a male or if you're a woman, that you're just wrestling, and then you got a bunch of people trying to look up your legs all the time and all that, and your boobs and stuff. Like, come on, man. Like, there's a whole nother website for that if you want to go watch that. Trust me.
And that's what I was trying to lead at without leading into that, is that that's not what we're watching WWE or AEW for. Like, if I want to, like you said, want to go that route, there's other websites of that kind of entertainment. And from the woman's perspective, for me, that's why I'm working on getting actual ring gear made, because my ring gear is literally just, like you said, a pair of Muay Thai shorts off of Amazon, went to T Mania, put some little other stuff added to it, and then basically a sports bra as my top. Um, I don't have a problem, dressing up all feminine and stuff, but it ties into what you just said.
Mhm.
Um, I don't have like body dysmorphia or anything of that nature. I'm fully aware of my assets and my, body makeup. So like you said, I know Whether people love me, hate me, I'm heel or babyface,
Mhm.
people are looking at other things.
Right.
And so therefore they already can see those other things they want to look at without me being in a certain kind of outfit that extenuates that even more. And it's like you said, I'll accept compliments and whatever, the case may be. It is what it is. We're good adults and then we're men and women. However, like you said, I don't need Mr. Cameraman and stuff because you already, like you said, you're gonna already have those people that are gonna try to do that anyways without a cameraman
Right.
helping you be pervy and stuff like that. So, in other words, I know people are looking. Yeah, I don't need any more people looking or having an extenuation of trying to look up this way or and all that kind of stuff. So, that's why my outfits are the way that they are. Is I'm here to wrestle and show you my talent and storytell. I'm
Mhm.
not here to, be the new stripper that's coming out to entertain. That's a different form of entertainment. I am not that. So
And I know our fans is probably like, these two guys, come on. But I mean, realistically, I mean, all right, I'll put it to you like this. I was with my wife before wrestling, right? So
right,
before I even stepped foot into training, I was with my wife. Since I've been in this business, I am very grateful and thankful for all the women out here that's been showing me and my wife mad respect. Because a lot of women out here have not approached me, said anything, done it. Thank you. Because I love that type of respect. Because it's like my wife most of the times are not at these shows. Now, if she's even not, I don't even have women coming over here like, ooh, and all that. If they were, I wouldn't even notice. I'm oblivious to it. But at least
right.
I spoken. Now, if they like what they see, great. Because I got a character in mind I would love to do before I get out of the business. I want to be called like Sexy TKO, Sexy Teddy. I just come out wearing a
Okay,
Chippendale.
sexual chocolate, Mark Henry.
Here's why. I feel like the problem with wrestling is everybody tries to be the bad. Everybody try to prove they the tough guy. But where's the one trying to give the women some love? Where's the women out here like out? See, like me, if I was a heel, this is what I'll work on off the real. Number one, I wouldn't even waste my time working that match. I'd be working that crowd because I'll come take your woman, right? Like if I was that dude,
mm,
I'd be like, for all my beautiful ladies coming out in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight, your sexy man TKO will be there. And I'm ready to give you one heck of a night. Now, right when I get there, I'm gonna probably come out there with like Chippendale's bow tie on. Yes,
thank
exactly.
you. Yep, that's just what I was thinking too, Amanda.
Problem with wrestling like heels. Everybody want to act like they're a tough guy. Give me the sexy man. Give me the one that walk up on your woman and be like, I take your woman. Like, get the man like y'all fine. Cause you know what that does for that woman? That woman gonna be excited. Her man stood up for her, ready to fight a wrestler over one to keep her. And so what did that do? Hey, look at I'll wink it home, bud. Like, there you go. You enjoy yourself tonight. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that's
it makes
what
total sense.
that's what people are missing. Like, I get it. Wrestlers at a high level typically are kind of around what they're around, so they marry who they're, I get that. But it's like, yo, y'all missing money right there. There is a person in that front row. She would love to touch your body, just touch your abs, your chest. That girl will lose her mind. Or some of these ladies that, okay, if you want to be a little sexual, you go to that dude, give him a little thing, walk away. I don't know. But that's what I think is really missing. We're missing with the fans and connecting to those little notes right there. Like again, it's not disgraceful or anything. It's
Right,
just
right.
been a little bit more of, oh, like TKO got to be the tough guy all the time. Heck no, I want to be the lover man. Shoot, what's up, baby? What's going on? I'll come out with some roses, hand out roses to beautiful women out there that night, just to piss off their man. Because now I got that man mad at me the whole match. May want to come outside and shoot me, but what does it do? What does it do? It gets you
It's
attention, gets you booked.
right.
And that's what y'all guys and ladies are missing. Y'all too worried about trying to be tough. I'm gonna be honest. I got meat that's I got meat stuck between my missing teeth that's tougher than y'all. Trust me. Half y'all couldn't sit there and do nothing to a dang on stuffed animal, but you want to sit there and go toe to toe with me? Your best bet is you might as well find somebody in the crowd to play with, just like Kiki was saying. Because y'all got it
Play with
twisted.
something safe. Yeah.
Go get your money. Stop trying to act like something you're not. In this game, it's about making friends or about making that 5 letters, 1 word. Let's go, Kiki. Money.
Money.
Yeah, yeah. That's what the freaking game is about. It's entertainment.
Right.
Get that bag, get that money. I don't need Icon. I don't need every tough guy in America to sign up to come to my company. Give me something I can make money off of. Stop giving me Mr. Oh, I could beat him. I don't care about that no more. Give me somebody gonna entertain that 5-year-old kid in the crowd. Give me somebody gonna entertain that 15-year-old, that 60-year-old. A person that anybody can connect with in this business will always be valuable. So, there's many ways, but being a perv, we need to stop that part.
Yeah, yeah.
That part needs to stop by wrestling. I'm getting like that's nasty. All right, because my daughters want to enter the business, and I don't want to imagine 10 years from now we still got the same dirty dweebs that's at the shows perving over my daughter. Because that. Come on, guys. Like, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's the last thing to add on to that before we move on is you don't see a lot of the ravishing Rick Rudes anymore, or the Val Venuses, or even the Godfathers. It's like you said, not everyone. What I've noticed, and I think something I try to work on with my character is, like you said, not trying to be like everyone else and what everyone has seen over and over again. Because, like you said, yeah, the tough guy, the tough guy, the tough guy, the tough woman, it's just like you gotta. There's more to wrestling. Like, yes, obviously you're tough for being a wrestler, but you can't pretend to be something you're not, because that's when people are gonna tell it's fake and not authentic. And part of your character, regardless if you're babyface or heel, whatever your moniker is it has to be somewhat authentic to who you are in real life. If you're not that in real life, how are you gonna portray it on TV, at shows, whatever? That's all I'm just gonna add on with that. It's one last thing. It's like with Blackheart Leo Rush. Love the character because it's not something you see all the time. He's being something that's unique, that isn't something. It's not the same. It's not everyone else that you keep seeing that's doing the same shtick.
Heck, matter of fact, think about it. Danhausen, that man he quadrupled his value off of simple things from day one of wrestling. That's all he's doing. He is entertaining you guys. That's it. Man don't have to prove he's the best wrestler. You just love to see him on that screen. That's all that matters.
And using the basic is you are cursed. Like
that's
you.
It. And then two people think like he can't. This man can wrestle now. Don't get me
wrong.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like y'all get it twisted. That's like Orange Cassidy. If you've never seen Orange Cassidy besides a clip, you think, oh, who is this guy? But then when you see him actually go, you be like, dang, this boy can work. But again,
it's more to professional wrestling than just. Yeah, you need to be able to know how to wrestle, of course, but it's like you said, the money making is the entertainment and the merch sales and all of the connection with the crowd.
Absolutely.
So
we're gonna add that part to Craig in a minute because I want to just beeline real quick back to UFC because we have a great time tonight. I do want to talk about someone we said we would not talk about. However, in light of it all, I'm not doing it globe, but I would like to at least address it. Now, there was some great things. Paddy Pimbley. That's
yes.
I love it. Didn't I tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen? I told y'all a year ago. I told everybody knock that out, watch that kid. I love that boy, Paddy Pimbley. That is one exciting fighter. See, that right there, he encumbers so much of wrestling. It's ridiculous. He knows that the spotlight's on him and he is shining bright at the right time. I love that kid.
Yeah.
Shout out to Paddy Pimbley. He executed. I can't stand when announcers sit here and beef up a whole fighter, which that's their job. But he sat there, he's ex-Israel Special Forces and all this other crap. And then you turn around and see their record and it shows like he got 3 losses. I'm like, what? Stop doing that, all right? This man ain't the Terminator. I mean, obviously, get it. He made it seem like the man can't lose or nothing. Then Patty told him exactly what he was going to do. He knew what he was going to do, and he did
it.
Beautiful. I mean, when he put the leg behind the left
Oh,
shoulder,
I knew it was rap.
oh
It was a
my God,
rap.
it was so good. And then when he gator rolled and he stayed right there with the right leg lock, oh my God. Worst position
Done.
ever took it. He got near the gate, the fence.
Yeah,
And
you have nowhere to go.
oh my God, it was so beautiful. That was one of the most
Yeah.
beautiful dart strokes I ever seen in my life. Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful work. And let's get to the man of the hour, the man with no power, that is, and that's Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor made his UFC return, and man, what a return he made because it's something that we still are waiting on. Um, this past weekend, Max Holloway had the pleasure of standing in the ring with Conor McGregor, and sadly, Conor McGregor had to, uh, I guess, he had to stop or Quidditch from the referee because my man seemed like he blew his knee out. Now, the real question: did this man have an injury pre-existing before this bout, or do you think it happened when he did that move? Now, I'll let you go to you first, Kiki.
I see that as a good question, TKO, because I was thinking about it both ways, but based off the looks of it, I think it was the man's 37 years old. I know 37. That's crazy to say he's a year older. He's only a year older than me. But anyways, I just know being in your mid 30s, especially, and almost about to be 40, you can be in good shape and everything, but your body does not move. To answer the question, I think it was when he came out with that dumbass. Oh, excuse my language.
No, you're fine.
Dumb running in. Come on now. This isn't back in your in your mid 20s and stuff. You're 37 coming out here. I think he was super tense because he was he was too excited and he needed to remain calm. So I think the injury did occur when he did, because if you look at the way he landed
Mm-hmm.
when he did that kick, something was going to end up crumpling. If it wasn't, I was thinking it was going to be his ankle, to be honest with you, because it's like that's not how you land.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what gave it away that he was injured after that, throwing that first one, was he got back up, but
Mm-hmm.
then you started to slip and fall again, and it's like, okay, you're not throwing. No one's thrown anything yet that was real.
Mm-hmm.
That even if you whiffed it, you're gonna slip. Like, so that's why I'm like, yeah, something's not right.
Right.
So now I don't think it was I don't think there was something pre-existing. I think he like I said, age and then the way he landed after throwing the kick is what caused his knee to blow out.
Okay. I wouldn't disagree. I would take the other side just to have a conversation about it.
Right.
All right. I would say that personally, I believe that he did have it before, only because
Okay.
how he landed on that leg. If you was the way it showed exactly, it showed him in the back making that kick, right? But did you notice his demeanor from the moment he walked in the building all the way to the ring? He never really got excited. He was just in this locked in state.
You have a point. Yeah, he wasn't the character he normally would be when he. That is true. Now
He
that
was
you bring that up.
somber. Like he didn't come out extra excited. He didn't run around the ring before the match. It was really kind of like, I'm gonna get in this ring. Also, DC has, and being a part of the Get Money Sports Show on Saturdays, have opened my mind to the sports gambling world a lot more. Cause now I see it. I really believe that they knew he was hurt. They knew the fix was in, and they had to sit there and get the most they could at it, recover, because they knew he was hurt. And once that money line moved,
Mm,
the hour right before that fight, and they even said it, I said, "Yep, the fix is in. This fight it's not gonna be what we think it is." As soon as they said that.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
So, as the representative of Get Money Sports, I'll tell you, I was all over this fight. I was going to make money. And there's two things I want to point out, Teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Max Holloway is a killer. We already know that. When Max Holloway pointed at the leg and said he's hurt at 38 seconds into the match, do you know what the referee said? Fight it out. We only got a minute. You can go back and watch his mouth. This is the thing, though. That morning on the Holloway McGregor fight, A new bet came in. McGregor in under a minute. I'm in. I thought he was going to get killed anyways. I thought Max was going to beat his face, which, by the way, keep it real. Max was beating him.
Yes.
It wasn't just like he came out and threw a couple kicks and got hurt. Max was beating him on the ground before he got hurt.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm putting my money in on under a minute. At 38 seconds, Max Holloway, who probably was in on the fix, points out that his legs hurt, and the ref goes, you only got to go a minute. I ain't got nothing else to say. I lost money.
Yeah, there you go. And I was one of the ones, like my uncle used to say that all the time when I used to work out with him when I was a teenager. He used to always watch sports. I talk about it, he'd be like, man, don't get to it that much because it's already fixed. It's always fixed. He kept saying that. And I was just like, I was so mad. I'm like, why are you trying to spoil it? Yeah, no, it ain't fixed. The older I get, the more I'm starting to understand money rules the world. So
Yeah.
looking at a fight, that's why I suggest people never really put money down way before fight time because they change the lines all the time. They will always change the line in favor of all right. Another good example is when Shane Strickland fought. His last fight, the money line moved before the fight happened. Shane beat they want Shane to have a rematch with Duplessis because Duplessis is coming back. But
Oh, you mean
remember-
Sean Strickland? Yeah.
Yeah. So because you remember Duplessis beat Shane Strickland beat Duplessis because they wanted Duplessis to go against Izzy. It was
Oh,
something
okay.
like
Yeah. I remember. Yep.
you watch that chain of that belt. If you watch all the wins and losses of that right there shows you how they've been fixing that division the whole time. They work in the matches they want to have instead of, and we know like that match Duplessis and what was it, Duplessis and Strickland? Because Strickland just won it, and then Duplessis beat him, and then he went against Izzy and whooped Izzy. See that fight
Yeah.
was right, and I kept saying it on this show. In my opinion, if you are a champion, Shane Strickland only had like small little blood coming out, but he wasn't damaged or beat like that. He was still beating Duplessis. Duplessis had a little bit on the ground, but if you're saying if it's came to a draw or you had to make a decision, the champ remains champ unless he gets the dog crap whooped out of him. So
There's only one time that didn't happen though, and I know you know what fight I'm talking about. And no disrespect to this man, George Rush St. Pierre versus John Hendricks.
Yes.
There is no way. I love George St. Pierre to death, but when they came back to that post match press conference,
Yep.
I still was in shock. I'm like, so how did George St. Pierre walk out still the champion? Look at his face. And look,
Yep.
John Hendricks didn't look like he got touched at all.
Yep.
And George St. Pierre looked like he got ran over by a truck.
Mhm.
But John Hendricks wasn't. So, yeah.
I got
But any
another
other time, though, I get what you're saying, though. Yeah, it should go to the champion. But
I got another one. I love him to death. Anderson Gustafson beats John Jones in that first one.
oh,
did.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
love beating John Jones. But if I'm saying on a split, and in my opinion, we're splitting saying the whole round, Andrew won that fight. I'm sorry. I love John Jones, but he lost that fight. It was a couple that John Jones had that, again, because he was champ, he deserved to keep it. But I promise you, there was a couple of that one fight to me stuck out just like that one. He should have lost that. I was like, nah, John lost that night. Oh, really quick, because I don't know how you are with Sammy. I personally, I'll say this: I do not believe he should be world champion of WWE. That's just my opinion. Any other belt, but just not world champ, not in this climate. However, he lost to CM Punk last week on Monday Night Raw. And what's your thoughts about that?
Good question. I'll make this quick because I know we got like 6 minutes left, but I like Sammy. I think I get what you're saying with in this climate, it's tough to see him as a world champion. But to answer your question about last Monday night, and I don't fault CM Punk because CM Punk just shows up and does what he's told and gets paid. So we're not going to act like he has some sort of creative control over that. I don't think Sammy. I hate when they do short title reigns like that. I
Yeah.
will never understand what the point of the story. What story are we telling with We're gonna take because I get why the last conversation we had about Cody needs to stay away from the title, and of course
Mhm.
it doesn't seem like Cody. Anyways, well that's a different subject. So I don't think they should have taken it off Sammy. If you were gonna put the belt on Sammy, do something and give him an opportunity to have a decent title reign.
Mhm.
Because my thing is also I love CM Punk and all, but when we're talking about building for the future, how are you going to build for the future if you keep shuffling the damn titles around with yes, they are the top stars of the company. I get that. But let's be for real here. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, CM Punk, all these people are not going to be around within the next 5 to 10 years. They're gonna start having their own little retirement tours and stuff. So you got from now until the next 5 or so years, 10 max, to get these your potential top stars like your Braun Breakers and Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes and stuff.
Mhm.
Y'all need to start doing something with getting them up to that level so that way you have the takeover for when your top stars that are the top stars now. Because you can't rely on Roman Reigns and the Bloodline forever. You can't
You
rely
can't.
on Cody Rhodes forever. You can't rely on these guys are in their 40s. They only got so many darn years left before they're all right out the door. Moving on to whatever I'm doing next. So, and Sami Zayn could have helped with storylines where he's working with these up and coming guys to build them up. So that's my thing on it. I get it. The money match is CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam, and I get that, but it's almost like WWE starting to become like WCW, where you're holding back the younger talent from getting to where you need them to be to take over as they're the next stars. So
Exactly. I'll be very quick with this, ladies and gentlemen. For Sammy, I seen a video right after he lost that match where he was crying, and a fan from the side angle was laughing at him. Now, I'm sorry, I was laughing.
I did.
It was hilarious. But I'm gonna say this really quick too, guys. That's gonna be me when I retire with the Gals Junior Heavyweight Champion. I ain't giving up nothing. But I'll be really quick. For Sammy to say he had a promo and he said for him just to walk in the building after 25 years and he was talking about how much his career meant to him and for him to walk in, I'm like, wait a minute, Sammy, didn't you have a losing streak going on since Mania? And somehow they threw you into the story with Gunther and Cody,
True.
had no reason to be in it. You didn't have no winning streak going, and then somehow you won the title, and then you want to talk about somebody that's supposed to be up, brother. You was called the gingerbread man about 3 or 4 months ago, and the crowd turned on you, and somehow you think because you won a title that now they're supposed to love you and respect you, brother. That's the part I don't understand. I like the promo with the intensity, but if you really believe that, something wrong with you because this business is not built for your moment. It's built for the engine. So you need to move out of the way like you have been and shut your and go sit in wherever the hell you want to. Because I'm sorry, I do not like that. Business is business. It's plain and simple. I agree. If you're gonna give him a title run, should have gave him 3 to 6 months. However, that's the problem. You shouldn't even got the title. Should have went to Gunther. We should have went from there. It should have not have transferred to you. So I'm sorry you feel the way you do, but I'm not sorry because hey, that's the wrestling game. We all know this. But you, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Kiki, let them know where they can find you on your social media platforms so they can check you out and follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Bad Intentions KKJ or on Facebook Kiki Jones, either or, but you'll get connected to all of them when you follow one or the other. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me again on this show. Hey, it's always a pleasure having you.
definitely.
And to all you crazy knockouts and knockouts, thank you so much for joining me. My name is TKO, Teddy Allen Jr. You can find me on Facebook, Teddy Allen Jr., on social media sites, TKO336, as well as Icon Pro Wrestling LLC. Go check us out, as well as you make sure you buy those tickets for Icon Pro 11, Quest for Gold. It's our 5th year anniversary show. Go to iconpro.square.site to get your tickets now and donate if you like. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all. Be safe.
What you looking at? What you looking at? Step on the battle tag. What you looking at, boy? What you looking at? Got two Tulies of my own. I don't need it. Hold up, no sir. Close. Sabotage back in the lab, and to stop that, you gonna have to go through both. The swole up, anytime I pull up bars, I buck up shoulders and pour the heart. Word to God, my gears push to start a feature, but my skill set a la carte. Woo! You don't understand. I got some sins in one palm of my hand. Balls are right rigid and bodies get numb every time I